Harvey Specter built his legacy on one rule: he doesn't lose. But even the sharpest closer can get trapped. And on rare, stunning occasions, the man who always stayed 3 moves ahead found himself outplayed. These are the moments Harvey Specter was genuinely, unexpectedly outsmarted. Nothing cut Harvey deeper than the moment his own protege outplayed him. For years he shielded Mike, convinced his brilliance could outmaneuver the system forever. But when their secret finally exploded and U.S. Attorney Anita Gibbs had Mike cornered, Harvey launched a desperate counterstrike.
Yeah, the only problem with that is you can't sign a different deal because you already signed your rights to that away.
God damn it, Mike, don't do this. We can go to verdict.
Don't give me that. You weren't racing over to her office to tell her that the jury was back. You're going to jump on the grenade, and I beat you to it. Now, I told you it's done. And it's done.
In Season 5, Episode 15, he went for a high-risk play only he would attempt. Track down Mike's former college professor, the whistleblower, and push him to withdraw his statement to build a clean alibi for Mike's perjury. With Donna's coordination and Robert Zane stepping in for the final steps, Harvey believed he had built the perfect Specter endgame. By the Season 5 finale, he was ready to walk into Gibbs's war room, witness prepped, leverage in hand. Harvey thought he was about to flip the board, but Mike had already seen the cost Harvey refused to face. If Harvey kept pushing, Jessica could be disbarred. Donna and Rachel could be prosecuted. Everyone Harvey cared about would be dragged under. So Mike made the one move Harvey never anticipated. He sacrificed himself. With Robert's help, he slipped into another courtroom and pleaded guilty to conspiracy. Harvey, thinking he finally found last-second leverage, stormed into Gibbs's office ready to negotiate. Instead, she gave him the blow he never expected. Mike had already pled guilty and was headed to prison for 2 years. Harvey just shut down.
What did you do?
I did what I had to do. I pled guilty.
Bullshit. You didn't plead anything.
Harvey, look at me. It was my crime, it was my choice to make, and I made it. It's done.
Mike had bypassed his entire plan and forced an outcome Harvey couldn't control. From her very first appearance in Season 5, Episode 6, Anita Gibbs proved she wasn't just another prosecutor. She was built to dismantle people like Harvey Specter. In her meeting with Harvey and Jessica, Harvey tried to dominate the room, discredit her informant, and frame the narrative. Gibbs didn't even blink. Her real play unfolded in Season 5, Episode 15. She let Harvey believe he could save Mike by turning on Trevor Evans. Harvey and Mike set up a sting, got Trevor's confession on tape, and thought they had cracked open a path to a deal. Then Gibbs revealed the trap. The deal she was offering wasn't a negotiation.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that they conspired to defraud the Bar Association, every client they ever had, and the people of the United States.
What's your proof?
This letter showing Mr. Ross is going to resign. They conspired to fabricate it.
We had a deal.
I don't care what we had.
It was a guilty plea. By trying to bargain, Harvey and Mike had essentially admitted guilt and handed her exactly what she needed to fortify her case. Her final move was psychological perfection. Knowing Harvey's weakness was loyalty and Mike's was conscience, in Episode 16, she arrested Rachel and Donna for obstruction. Suddenly, Harvey had 2 unwinnable options: fight for Mike and let Donna and Rachel go to prison, or save them by letting Mike go down. Even when Harvey scraped together leverage to threaten Gibbs over her own misconduct, she had already accounted for it. The pressure on Harvey's team was so overwhelming that it pushed Mike into pleading guilty anyway. Gibbs didn't just beat Harvey in court, she beat him by pushing the one button Harvey couldn't protect: the people he loved. Stephen Huntley is the rare person who made Harvey doubt his own instincts. When he arrived in Season 3 as the head of Hessington Oil's London legal team, he positioned himself as a world-weary ally fighting corporate corruption. He pretended to be fiercely loyal to Ava Hessington, morally outraged, and willing to do anything to clear her name. In reality, Stephen's mission was to sacrifice Ava to save the company and quietly destroy both Harvey and Jessica in the process. At first, Harvey's intuition actually was firing, but Stephen earned his trust by exposing something Harvey couldn't resist: real corruption. He revealed that Cameron Dennis was fabricating evidence. That was all Harvey needed to drop his guard. Then Stephen fed Harvey the next clue: the supposed blood money payment. He framed it as the key to clearing Ava. All Harvey and Mike had to do was track down proof. Harvey trusted him so completely that he missed the obvious. The trail was leading him straight to evidence that would implicate his own client. They even flew overseas to retrieve a Swiss bank document Steven framed as their exonerating smoking gun. But in court, everything flipped. The document tied Ava to murder for hire and positioned Jessica for a tampering accusation. Steven had manipulated Harvey into delivering the very evidence that could destroy his client and his firm. And when Harvey finally realized it, he could only whisper, "He played us!" Harvey Specter could out-negotiate anyone, but office politics? That was Jessica's battlefield, and Daniel Hardman knew it. By the time Season 5 rolled around, Hardman had shifted strategy. Instead of attacking Harvey in court, he returned quietly, pulling strings through Jack Soloff, a senior partner who felt overlooked. Hardman pointed Soloff to the partnership agreement, a document Harvey had definitely never read closely, and let him weaponize it. The offensive began in Season 5, Episode 5. During a partner meeting, Soloff invoked a clause to challenge Harvey's exclusive control over Philip Hardman, Daniel's multi-million-dollar client.
Daniel Hardman just signed a billion-dollar client.
What?
And in exchange for sharing that client with us, he'd like to return to the firm on a trial basis.
There is no way Daniel Harmon is setting foot in this office.
Well, of course you'd think that, because that would mean more money for the rest of us.
Harvey tried to shrug it off, but the rule was real. Jessica had to uphold it. Watching Harvey blindsided by a contract was a rare sight. But that was only the opening move. In Episode 6, Soloff filed a partnership vote to strip Harvey and Lewis of all their clients and redistribute them among the partners. Legally, he was entitled to do it if a partner's conduct harmed the firm, and Mike's fraud was the perfect justification. Harvey's future depended on the partners voting for him. Hardman had already locked down the majority. Harvey and Lewis walked into a conference room full of partners who had already decided their fate. Their life's work was being handed away, one client at a time. Harvey was humiliated by a coup carried out entirely through paperwork. And the worst part? Hardman never surfaced. He stayed insulated, letting Soloff be the clean legal face of the attack, while Harvey was forced to dig through financial crumbs with Louis, a type of law Harvey despised and couldn't win. Eventually, Donna uncovered Soloff's pressure point, his terminally ill son, whose medical bills were being paid by Hardman. Harvey pushed Soloff to flip, and Hardman's scheme finally collapsed. Harvey recovered, but by then, Hardman had already proven his point. The only way to beat Harvey Specter was to push him into a game where none of his weapons mattered. This concludes the list of every time Harvey Specter was outsmarted. Subscribe for more videos like this one.